What's good, superstars? Back with another So Rare video. I mean, I'm so excited to be back. Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing good. You?
Not bad, not bad. So happy to be talking about this project. So Rare. I mean, you know how it gets us going every single time. If you are new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. You'll know whatever players we're picking up on the So Rare app. You'll know whatever moves we're making, any of that stuff. Spreadsheets to help you decide which players should get in there and what points you should use towards which players. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, April Fools, but we are definitely going to be talking about some So Rare because we've been getting into it the last couple of weeks and it has been so much fun. So, I mean, we wanted to share all of that with you guys and hopefully you guys enjoy the video, enjoy the different dynamic, a different way that another project is moving forward. And it's the best part is like you can get started over there for free. So not sponsored. Nobody's reached out to us. We haven't talked to anybody from there, but it's just been that much fun that we felt like we wanted to go through it. And Rob and I, we don't really venture off to too many projects. Like we've done some giveaways for Quid. We've done some stuff with McFarlane because they are really cool looking NFTs and stuff like that. But right now, I mean, this is one that we've actually been participating in and enjoying. So we're going to go right through it. But if you want to follow us, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok over there, there's a Discord in the description. We're going to have to add a So Rare tab over there so you guys can talk about that. If you're participating, it's really, really fun. And we also have a PO box if you want to send us something, become a Superstar Hall of Famer. Shout out to all the Superstar VIP. This will be updated on Monday. And we'll be doing the roll for the star. I already took the snapshot of the VIPs. So if anybody who joins after today, we'll go into the next star giveaway for April. So yeah, Rob.
Yeah, you know what? So Rare. The thing that I like about this is that Joe and I, in our personal life, for many years, we have loved fantasy sports. It's been a really fun way to get involved in the sport world. When you do fantasy, you're almost more engaged in terms of knowing the players, knowing the teams, and knowing what's going on in the league. So it was just it was perfect for us to start getting involved in this. It's a lot of fun. And we're excited to talk about it just to get some more exposure for other fantasy junkies out there. But we'll do some news first. No, we're going to do a little bit of news first.
I'll pull up the So Rare Twitter. Rob, I think you got to share your screen, by the way, for your other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But here is the So Rare Twitter. And it's cool because it just started we're starting in the MLB realm. I know there's the NBA and there's also soccer or football for you UK fans. But we wanted to start with the MLB because that season is just starting up. And we've previously done MLB fantasy pools like Rob's mentioned. And this just seemed like a fun little hybrid of our interests. We love sports. We love this digital collecting aspect. And we love the future, what the future holds. And the fact that this is like some of our favorite IP when it comes to sports, like having leagues involved, really, really fun. If any of you have ever played FIFA or any EA sports games, they have like those digital cards that you can buy packs for. I mean, this is kind of bringing that to light, except it's using real life stats rather than simulations that you might get on those video games. So the cool thing is that on their Twitter, they do show who had the best day on the first day. They put like the thing here. So you see all the points that the top 9 have. We actually have one player from the top 9 here, or top 10, I guess. They had a tie at 9th. So we had Alex Baum, but Rob's going to get into our team and he'll talk about all of the guidelines and all that stuff shortly here. But it's cool that they're doing this and it just makes it fun. It keeps people engaged. And there's been quite a bit of engagement. I'm going to play this video first. It's a little bit of a teaser or a trailer of the platform if something that interests you. And obviously, like I said, they also have basketball if you don't like baseball, and they have soccer, football. And you can join at any time. You don't have to join right at the beginning of the season. We're just doing that because we want to play it through. So here is a little bit of a trailer. Let me know if you can hear, Rob.
Play So Rare MLB, a free revolutionary fantasy game and marketplace that transforms fans into general managers. Build your team with ownable digital player cards. Collect, buy, sell, and trade to optimize your lineup. Compete against So Rare managers from around the world. Climb leaderboards and advance to elite competitions. Based on your player's performance on the field, win rewards like game tickets, merch, and much more. Draft your set of free cards now at sorare.com/MLB.
So the one thing that really stood out to me there is that there's prizes and there's like real world prizes like game tickets and merch and stuff like that. So, I mean, this really, really is catering towards the sports fan.
Yeah. So I want to get into it a little bit here. So first of all, just to mention our team, right? It starts off, you can draft, you can play for free, you can draft common cards, but there's a big NFT aspect to this, and I think that's what makes it so attractive. They find, let me zoom in a little bit here. They find ways to generate scarcity within the cards so that you actually have true ownership of some of these cards. And the utility is it gives you an advantage, gives you if you own some of these cards, you have the ability to play in certain tournaments depending on the rarity of the cards. You also get certain bonuses depending on the type of cards, and that's what brings utility and value to some of these cards. Mm-hmm. So to start, it's common. If you play for free like us, we just started with this. You're gonna be able to go pick 10 common cards. So it's a bunch of different players. You have a limited budget, like an auction draft, and then you can win tournaments to then start getting better cards. But you can also buy them in an open market. It's Ethereum based, so you actually have true ownership of these cards that you can take with you and sell them on the marketplace. We saw some cards, they range from $1. Some of them are $10. Some of them are as expensive as $80, $90. I think I've seen a card out there for $250. So I think and I Googled the rarest so rare card is like a Cristiano Ronaldo card that was like 250 grand, like something crazy like that, right? Yeah. So they have common, limited, rare, super rare, unique. I don't know what it is. The NFT community, they just love 5 different rarities. It's just the way it is. There's always 5 different rarities. So the unique is, so this is every season. I think every season, so every MLB season in this case, you're going to have one unique card for each player. So that's pretty rare if you're able to get your hands on one of those.
The big line there I see is the common cards cannot be bought, sold, or traded. But I guess that's because they are available to everybody for free, right?
I don't think you actually own the common cards. I think that's just within the system. It's when you start getting limited and up, you can actually start your true ownership of them. And those are the ones you're able to resell and do everything you have to do.
Yeah. So I wanted to just say, because I don't know how long people are going to stick around, but we will be doing a mock draft. We're going to actually draft. I made a separate account on my other email. So we will show you how it works if that's something that you want to see. So, I mean, if you don't want to listen to all of the guidelines, I mean, it'll be at the end of the video. Or if you want to stick around to learn about how the game works and then see how we draft, that will be at the end of the video.
Yep. So basically the roster, they make you go pick 10 guys, but you can play 7 players per game. I guess they have weekly matchups. The way it works in the weekly matchups is they have basically Monday to Thursday and then Friday to Sunday. So you got to join these. And I think the redraft will be every week. So you're kind of locked in with those 10 cards when you do it. The scoring system is you got your hitting categories. So you have running down, you have runs of 3, RBIs are 3. They have single, double, triples, home runs, walks, and they even have negatives. So if you strike out, you get a negative point. You get caught stealing, you get a negative point. And same for the pitching. The pitching innings pitched, but there are negative points. Every hit's allowed, earned runs, walks, and batsmen. So a pitcher can really, if a pitcher has a bad game, it's going to really hurt you. But they have a good game, you can get a lot of points on that. And then you join tournaments. So they have different tournaments. There's prospect, minors, majors, common, all-star. You could join these tournaments with your cards and you can compete. There's a lot of people competing, but if you're able to do pretty well in these tournaments, that's when you start winning things. So if you're a shark in any of these sports and you're really, really good, they don't have NHL, which is our preferred choice, but MLB will be our next best thing. But if you're a pro at MLB, you understand the game, the league, you know your daily. It's kind of like a daily matchup fantasy where if you know, okay, well that ballpark is a hitter's ballpark, and on top of that they have a bad pitcher, high probability pick. You can really expose this and actually maybe make some actual money because you're going to start winning tournaments, right? So there's different eligibilities. You need specific cards in order to join certain tournaments. In our case, we can only join the common tournaments, and then you can compose your team. And then after that, once you compose it, they have a really nice setup for you to actually review and see how your team is doing and the kind of points you're getting. And then at the end of the week, you can claim it. So there's some advanced concepts here, like cards that are not being used, you can actually train. So it says here that you can actually train and earn extra XP on player cards that are not used in other tournaments. So that's pretty cool. And there's bonuses, right? So that's they're saying limited cards are 0% bonus. And this is where the utility comes in. Because once you start getting these high-end cards, you get bonuses on your scoring and your experience points, which is huge in terms of people who are serious about winning these tournaments. They're going to need things like this. And then lastly, there's eligibility of the position, which matters. If you get a card like Ohtani, who's both a pitcher and a hitter, you can draft them and you can use them in either position depending. So This is just a very, very quick rundown. And then there's a marketplace here where you can buy your cards. So there's newly minted cards right from Sorare. And each auction has an expiration date. We can maybe show the marketplace afterwards.
Yeah, maybe that's what we should start with. Maybe we should show off our team or our actual profile. I don't know if you can follow each other yet. We're still new to this, but if you can find us, Superstar Money is our username, and that's our team. How do we do the first game? I guess it will show us. Will it show us on a leaderboard or something?
I mean, we're not doing too well. We're 8,000th out of 12,000. We had a couple good picks here between Gosman and Baum, but unfortunately, Bellinger, Luis Garcia, Presley, and Manoah. Manoah are Toronto Blue Jays. Ace.
They won the game though.
He won the game, but I think it was a 10-9 game, so he didn't do too well. And all those negative stats eventually add up, and they overweigh. So we didn't do too well, unfortunately. But it ends April 2nd. I guess you're never out till the end. Yeah. We never know what could happen. So it shows you here, right? If you're in the lowest 50%, it says 1 times common. So I'm not really sure yet how that's going to work. We haven't got to the point yet of actual prizes.
It looks like you'll get a card, 1 card, I guess. Added,
tier
right?
1 or tier 2. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the leaderboard, like these guys are just doing great. Like this guy here, this is the number 1 guy right now. He has Batista, Strider, Mountcastle, Bogarts, Alvarez, O'Hope. So I think it's a little bit of a daily thing. Sometimes picking the best player doesn't always mean you're going to do the best. It's kind of that daily fantasy feel where sometimes a mid-tier player who has a really good chance against a weaker team might get you more points than one of the top best players in the league playing against a hard team. You got to really think this stuff out. A lot of strategy.
Yeah.
And then I think we said the buy and sell. Yeah, here we go. Here's the marketplace over here, right? Take a look. $66 right now for a limited Aussie Albas. And these are all bids. These are all auctions. So this one already has 12 bids on it. What's that,
the
Joe?
cool thing is you can pick who you want. I guess the limiteds, though, they don't allow you to have any bonus. So I'm still curious what the difference would be if you had limited versus just common. I guess you can sell it in the marketplace. Might be the benefit of it.
Yeah. Well, you can use it. The limited, you can use it. You can get bonus points. But for recent, you cannot sell any commons, right? And that's what's the utilities. You can get these bonus points. Look at this one here. This is super rare. So
but I thought limited doesn't have bonus points.
Which ones?
Limited, no?
I think it has 0 extra bonus points on XP, but it can give you access to certain leagues. Okay. Whereas now the super gives you a little bit more than that, right? Plus 25%. Mm-hmm. Season plus 5, rarity plus 20, XP 0.0 on this one. So it gets. I'm not sure how much I don't see any of the. There's a rare. I don't see any of the uniques here that are listed. This is the entire first page of it. But look, this bid right now, there's only 1 bid, 91 cents. But since it's an auction, you kind of have to take the ones that are ending really soon.
Yeah, so they did say you need to be like a certain level, I think, to get those super rare ones, which probably nobody is yet because it's the first week, right?
Yeah. Teosco, this is a rare here, like $129, 0.07 ETH. So if you're good, I think you could really expose this.
That's a former Blue Jay right there.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I mean, it's been pretty fun. Joe, maybe we jump over to your screen. We can do a quick little draft here.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun just to show you guys. So this is I just set up a new one, obviously Superstar Joe. We didn't join anything. I wanted to make a brand new profile so you guys can draft with us, see how it is, and maybe we'll pull it up. And then maybe this account here, you guys can have some input like, oh, go drop this guy, go pick up this guy. If you are more involved, and it makes it a little bit more fun. So so the first thing you're going to get, you sign up, you join, you get an email. Make sure you verify that email. And then it brings you to here. It'll say start your So Rare MLB journey here. So let's click get started. And then it just comes up with this generic screen here. So we'll click draft your squad. And now what we got to do is you get a certain amount of dollars. Like you can't see it here. I'm going to move my screen over here. So you can see that there's 120 on the bottom. I have 120 gems. I guess they still use gems in this infrastructure, but 3 starting pitchers, a relief pitcher, 2 corner infielders, 2 middle infielders, and 2 outfielders. So corner infielders would be first or third base, middle infielders would be second base or shortstop, and outfielders are outfielders. So I mean, I'm not too picky about what to do here, but maybe we should pick our boy Ohtani here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think there's a couple less. He's a top player. I think we pick him no matter what. But one thing that I think we've learned is that because it's like daily fantasy, you get a games played advantage picking guys that have 4 games over 3.
Oh, so let's cancel.
This is the thing. If this is for Monday to Thursday, it might make sense to pick a guy that's actually going to have 4 games played.
Yeah.
But since it's a starting pitcher, I don't think it matters as much because it's unlikely that the starting pitcher is going to play twice in 4 days.
He might not even play if he started the first game.
Yeah, I think he started the first game, so
he's not going to play.
But between Monday and Thursday, he should, and we could even use it. We could use him as a batter too.
True. Yeah, that's true. I think we should go with Ohtani because then either way,
let's take him.
All right. So we have one starting pitcher. Now we should probably scroll down the list a little bit. And try to get somebody a little bit cheaper. And also, these guys might be playing because they might not have played in the first couple of games. So it might be a little bit of a benefit, right? And I guess PP would be that they're probable to pitch during the next amount of games, right?
Yeah. I think that's what the PP number. Can you take a look at Chris Sale? Because the gems you only have. He's probably like 5 gems.
He's that cheap.
He's that cheap. Yeah.
I
think he's a little bit of a sleeper pick, to be honest with him, because he's only 5 gems and he's a pretty good pitcher. So maybe he's the way we go, because you'll see.
Oh, here you go.
If anyone wants to join this, you're gonna find that like the gems go fast.
So you have to actually click on each one individually. Sorry, so I just overwrote Ohtani. So I click here.
Yeah, there you go.
Click here.
Yeah, and then we'll pick up Sale.
I like that pick.
Yeah, it's a cheap. They go so fast, the gems. Like you think 100.
Yeah.
Like it's so many players are like expensive too. They do this on purpose, right? They really want to make you have a variety of picks.
So that's 2. I mean, we need one more starting pitcher. I wouldn't mind having another cheaper one.
How about May? Is how many gems is May? Houston May, right there.
He's 5. Yeah.
I think we take another cheap starting pitcher.
Dustin May. Okay.
Let's take another cheap one. That gives us a little bit more for the hitters.
So relief pitcher. Now I think we should maybe go with similar to what we thought on our other team, because what we were thinking was who's going to be winning a lot of games, because there's a lot of points for saves. So if they're in a position to win, saves are worth what, 5 points? I think, Rob.
Yeah, I think saves are 5 points and holds are even 5 points. I could double check right now.
I do think you only allowed one relief pitcher. I do think it is important to invest some of our gems here.
Yeah. Okay. How many gems is Batista? I think he's the one that's leading right now. He's kind of a top one. Is he expensive?
A reliever? Yeah.
Yeah.
Batista. Felix Bautista, 16 gems.
So he has 4 games, which I think is really good, and he's done really, really well to start the season. I think he might be worth a pick. He's not the top, like in terms of the number of gems, but he's got the 4 games. And
are we convinced that the Orioles are going to be in position to win a lot of games in this next 4 games?
I know they weren't too good last year, right?
That's what I mean. I'm kind of hesitant, but I don't mind if you think so.
Well, what else? Do you have any other options there? What do you think?
I'm just looking at the teams. I mean, you would have to even look at the standings at this point. I know it's only been 1 game in, but as you get into the season, that might be a thing. Like maybe the Yankees are a very good choice. I don't know. Let's go with your gut. Let's go with Bautista.
Okay. We'll take him for now.
So we got him. We got lots of gems left. We need a couple corner infielders, middle infielders, and a couple outfielders. So I mean, should we go with Mr. Judge, who hit a home run on his first at bat?
I mean, I think you have to take him. He's just a beast based on these. If you look at the stats here, you have runs, RBIs, single, double, triple, and home runs are 10 points. It's a huge overrating. Like there's a big overweight in home run heroes here. So I think you got to go with the guys that hit homers.
Okay, so now maybe we should get a middle infielder or a corner infielder, but nothing crazy. We just spent 20 gems on Judge. I think we got to kind of find somebody a little bit down the pipe, maybe somewhere between 10 to 15.
Is this the corner or the middle you want first?
It doesn't matter to me. Whatever you like.
Okay, for the middle, we can try Dansby Swanson. I mean, he's doing okay. I think he's not the cheapest though.
Oh, he might be more expensive, eh?
I think he might. I don't think he's the cheapest. They make you pay a lot for these guys that are in this
Swanson's
area.
At 18. You want to try him out? I don't know if we can. Well, we have 54.
Yeah.
For 5 more positions.
Okay. Okay. Why don't we hold on? Let's pick maybe more of a sleeper. Is McGuire there? McGuire, Red Sox. Reese McGuire.
So teams. If I go by, so that's another thing. You can sort by teams. That search bar works very well on this app.
Yeah.
Reese McGuire is 8 gems. So
And he has
should we
4
do that?
games. 4 games played.
4 games.
Okay, let's put him in as a sleeper just to see how much we have left for the heavy hitters.
All right. So let's go corner because we don't have anybody at that position yet.
Okay, so corner. Well, why don't we do the same thing? Let's start with the sleeper.
Okay.
And then we'll see how much we have left for the big hitters. So
I like that idea.
Torkelson?
Sorry?
Torkelson.
No, what team?
I think he's for. I'm actually not sure. I had him on my list here. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep looking through here. I know Mountcastle had a great.
Yeah. Okay,
great start, right?
He's an option.
15. He's 15.
Yeah, he's an option.
Josh Donaldson, that's our former.
Donaldson.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, let's go down. There he is. No, that's not him. Keep going down. Let's see.
Oh, he's a corner or middle.
He's a corner.
Torkelson.
Yeah, Spencer. Familiar. It's Spencer Torkelson. It
Alec
says here.
Baum is there at 14 too, which we know we had.
I think we should pick Alec Baum regardless.
Okay, so he's in.
He's in.
I'll keep looking for Torkelson, but he might be more expensive than we think here.
Yeah, it says Detroit Tigers. It says.
Oh, Tigers. Okay, hold on.
That's what it says. Detroit
That's
Tigers.
easy. Torkelson 8. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't seeing him.
Yeah, let's take.
So there. So we've got 24 left for 2 positions. So that's pretty good. We have a decent amount for a middle and a outfielder. Now we do have a lot of gems in the outfield already with Judge, so maybe we spend a little bit more on the middle infielder.
Okay, so there's another one that's done pretty well recently to start. I think he has a 4 game. His name's Conforto. Yeah, so he plays for the Giants. Conforto for the Giants.
Okay, so let's go with San Francisco. Bam, boom, and he's outfielder.
Yeah, he's an outfielder.
Conforto, 5 gems.
Yeah.
Very nice. And we have 19 left. So I did see one in the 19s.
Let's use it up.
Who is
Bo Bichette?
I know he didn't have the best playoffs, but we have 19 and there's a couple options. So we can go anywhere from from Bo Bichette, Corey Seager, JT Real Muto, who's a decent option. Juan Bay or Adams or Adams. I don't know how you pronounce
Adamus. I think it's Adamus.
Adamus?
Yeah, he's okay. He's I'm surprised he's
or
that much.
Or do we upgrade another position and take someone a little bit less?
We could do that because who's a little bit less here? We got Swanson. Who else do we have?
Torres. We have Darno. I mean, Wander Franco. He's a young sensation. Right.
Oh yeah, Franco. He's a little bit of a hit or miss. But when we take Franco, that gives us 2 extra gems,
and then we can upgrade somebody else here.
So who do we have? Who's one of our heavy hitters that's not at 20? Like who's that there? Yeah.
So right here we have this is the relief pitcher.
That's the relief. Oh right, that's the I mean, I guess we can afford to go bigger now if we really want. We can go bigger on the relief pitcher, or we can get a better pitcher. Maybe we get rid of.
We can do that too. Yeah.
Get rid of May. Get rid of May instead. Keep Sale.
Well, we would only be able to go up to a 7, right?
Yeah, I know. It's true.
So is there anybody in the 7 range that we will want to upgrade to? Not too many options. Steven Matz, he's former J. I mean, I'm not too happy with that.
Yeah.
We have Alec Baum. Maybe we can go up to a 10 with this other corner infielder. Who was this? The Detroit guy.
Was it? The Detroit guy?
Yeah, the Tigers.
Yeah, that was Torkelson. Yeah.
Torkelson. Should we upgrade him maybe?
Okay, sure. We could drop him. So how many gems is he? We have 2 extra.
We have 10 left.
Okay, we'll pick a 10 guy. What do we got? What do you have there?
Yeah, man, it really drops off. So we have Belt, Miller, Candelario, Vargas.
Vargas. Yeah, take. Dozier. Dozier is an all or nothing guy, and that's an interesting pick. He goes for either home runs or he gets nothing. So Dozier's not bad, or Vargas. They're both good picks. I'll let you decide between those two. I'm
thinking Vargas here. They both play 4 games as well, so that's a benefit.
All right, perfect. Let's take.
All right, so there we go. We're full. We used all of our gems. We can hopefully see a nice summary of our team here. Congrats, you've assembled your squad. Otani, Chris Sale, Dustin May, Felix Bautista, Alec Baum, Vargas, McGuire, Franco, Judge, and Conforto. And then just click play ball. And now you have to enter your team. So they're not done yet. You have to enter your team into or register your team for one of the competitions. So the first thing you're supposed to do when you first start is do the prospect tournament. You will only have enough players to enter into one tournament on the first week. So the prospect is going to be the one that you want to join. And then you start to put in your players. So obviously we will be putting in Otani, who we spent a lot of gems on, and Bautista.
Yeah.
Alec Baum. So this is a good thing when you have a decent player at every position because you're playing one from every position. Aaron Judge. And now we have an extra and a flex. So an extra we'll have to pick from Vargas, McGuire, or Conforto. So who would you like to pick here, Rob?
Well, I'm thinking now actually going Vargas. I think Vargas is the way to go.
Yeah, and he's also was he our most points out of those? Yeah, right?
I think so. And then for the flex, I actually think you got to do another starting pitcher because it gives you another, like, it's kind of one of those things where if you need to have your starting pitchers play because they have the best opportunity, I think, with the point system to get the most amount of points if they have a decent game. If they play play 5 innings, and it can't be a 10-9 game, but if it's like if they let maybe a few points, you end up getting a lot of points into it. So who do we got there? We have May or
Chris Sale. I would think Chris Sale might.
Yeah,
May already had a good game, right? So what's the odds?
Let's do Sale. Let's do Sale. And then another thing to note, though, is that we're doing this quickly, but probably before the week starts, it's a really good idea to go online and see who's the probable pitcher on that game week, just to confirm, because we don't know if Sale played yet. He probably hasn't. And we're just guessing right now that he's going to play in the next Monday to Thursday round. Yeah. So you have to check all this stuff because your guy doesn't play.
Who they're facing, what teams they're playing, if they got heavy hitters, if they're going to get lit up, what ballpark are they home, are they on the road? Like a lot of it goes into it. Like he said, this is just a quick thing to show you guys how it works and the interface and all that stuff. So now we are joined into the prospect tournament for next week, and then that's it. And then look, you can redraft available until first live game week. So for now, we have our team. And then eventually, if you try to register for another one, like even if you try to train your team, we only have one player available that we could even train. So only 2 players. You need to be able to fill a full team to be able to have a training thing. So we need to have a couple more cards. Once we get a couple more cards, then we'll be able to enter them into training.
And I want to show you guys. Oh, sorry, Joe.
You get the cards as you participate in the tournaments. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to show you, like, here's an example. Like when you go to try to place a bid, you scroll down, you can see here the current bid, who's put in the bid, and you can actually go to Etherscan and find the token ID. So if you click this, it opens up Etherscan, so you see Sorare Baseball, and it shows you the token ID and everything. So it's just a very cool thing, just to know that it's blockchain based, it's on Ethereum. It just brings a new dynamic to fantasy sports, right? Yeah. It's just a new dynamic, and to be honest, we're pretty new at this Sorare stuff. We're just starting it. Probably the main reason is that it's the start of the baseball season, and we like fantasy. This is how we discovered it. Actually, shout out to Living Aloha. I think he told us about this a long time ago, but we were just too busy on all the other stuff that we were dealing with that we didn't really look into it as much depth. Now that baseball season started, we have more time. We're actually able to be involved and start exploring it and seeing where it goes. For us, we're fantasy sports lovers. It's a lot of fun. Maybe this isn't your thing, but if you like fantasy sports, it's just a great way to have blockchain involved with fantasy sports and have a little bit of fun with it.
And we're gonna be probably jumping in on the NBA playoffs as they come out. I'm assuming they'll have some kind of unique tournaments over there. We'll look into it. If it is something that you had to participate throughout the season, we'll find that out. We'll let you guys know. But for now, those will probably be the 2. And then if soccer starts back up or whatever, we will definitely try to do that if we can. But it's a lot to keep control of all this stuff. So for now, we're going to stick with the baseball. Let us know your thoughts on the team we drafted in the comments down below. Should we switch anybody out when we do a redraft? What types of things should we be looking at, focusing on? Is the games played enough? Or do we have to get into way more detail? Are you guys doing it? How's your teams? How did you do the first round? All that stuff. Let us know in the comments below.
Let us know below, like what would be your strategy, and even better, you can criticize our picks, but you can in 2 seconds go on Sorare, make an account very quickly, email verification, and you can do your own pick and you can join the fun as well. So guys, let us know below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, hit the bell notification buttons, get every single video every single day. We keep it coming every day. Also, Superstar VIPs, $2.99 a month, get the star beside your name, get access to our spreadsheets, get access to our giveaways. Thank you all so much. We appreciate your support. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Love you.